If you're an entrepreneur or business owner and you get an LOI contract and they want to give you a stock purchase versus an asset purchase, or an asset purchase versus a stock purchase, what is this and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, great. You're under LOI contract, or you're signing an LOI contract, or you're going to sign an LOI contract, and you read through and it says this is an asset purchase. Be aware that asset purchases are one of the most common ways that companies will make a purchase of UCO. And there's advantageous reasons for you, there's advantageous reasons for them on both sides, right? So let's go through asset purchase first, and then let's go through a stock purchase. So an asset purchase is this. You've got a corporation or an LLC. I'm coming by and I'm saying, I want to buy everything inside of this organization, but I'm not taking on the personal liability or the company liability for anything that you've done in the past. Any of those issues that you've done, timeout, we're not going to be a part of. Now, there are some tax advantages as well, because there's some assets that I can depreciate, and there's some cool things that I could do with an accountant, which I'm not, because I'm not an accountant, marriage counselor, therapist, or an attorney. I am a taco enthusiast. So an asset purchase is the most preferred way that most companies will come in and make you an offer inside of a LOI contract, a letter of intent contract. Almost all of them that I see are asset purchases. My preferred version is an asset purchase because I get the most protection. So let's say that I bought your co and you had all sorts of claims against you, and I know that I want your company. I don't want to have that responsibility. So I'm going to come in and say, I'm going to buy all the assets. You collapse your LLC, you collapse your corporation, you close that thing down, because anything that rolls up and because of it, I've got nothing to do with. I'm hands off. I don't own your company. I own all the assets that came from it. I get better legal protection. I don't really have to worry about things like the IRS. I really don't have to worry about things like past lawsuits coming back to bite me. Okay? Asset. If you're looking to sell your business in the next 0 to 36 months and you want some help on the exit, you should absolutely reach out to the Deal Hotline, 888-DEAL-919. As long as you're doing $2 million a year in revenue with a 10% profit margin, my team can help you out. No deal is too big. Okay? So let's talk about a stock purchase. If you are selling your co, your tax basis flips and may give you, I'm not an accountant, may give you better protection and give you better payout at the end of the day, because you're dealing with a different strategy of taxes. You're dealing with short-term capital gains, long-term capital gains. I'm just going to let you know. If you can do a stock sale versus a purchase of an asset sale, you may be better off. Talk to your accountant, talk to a professional. I'm some guy on the internet, okay? But there is some advantages for you too. So you're not collapsing the corporation, you're not collapsing the LLC. If I'm an investor doing a stock purchase, I'm literally taking everything. I'm taking on the assumption of all the problems, all the issues, all the possible problems, all the possible issues, there's a ton of liability in a stock purchase. And there are times where people say, I'm not going to sell the business unless it's a stock purchase. There's times where people don't care. Take the assets, I don't care. I'm moving to a tropical location. It's a pina colada o'clock somewhere, and I'm going to go have some fun. I'm going to ride off into the sunset. You'll never see me again. They may say, peace out, Girl Scout, I'm done. There's a lot of different ways to say this. But you really want to talk to your tax side and say, does it matter for me? For some companies, it may or may not matter, depending upon how much money you make, right? I'm a big fan of paying the government the least amount possible. I'll pay my taxes, but I will pay Caesar his due and no more, right? That's the way that some people say it. I have no problem paying my taxes. I just don't want to pay more than I need to. So be aware. If you are selling your company, look through the conversation in the letter of intent contract. And is it an asset purchase? And so here's what happens. A lot of companies, what they'll do is they will say, okay, if we're going to do a stock purchase, you need to have more holdback. You need to leave some money in an escrow account. You need to leave some money inside of the organization in case things go sideways. I'm going to pay you $10 million for a UCO. We want you to leave $1 million. We want you to leave 10% in the side that will pay out over 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, that we're willing to give back to you. But it's subject to everything working out the way that it's supposed to. It's subject to not having any issues and not having any legal issues, not having any lawsuits. There you go. You got one of 3 things to do from here. Just one of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send in a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.